Hello, hello. Just trying to connect. Hello, everyone. So, welcome to Songversation, and I am Neni Carolina Chacin, and I am a coach that can automate and optimize your life. This is Songversation, and I'm a software engineer, also a professional gospel and jazz singer, and also a real estate property investor. And I would love to share these times with you, conversation where I sing and I coach and I tell you tips how to survive. And I've been launching these new conversation events during the day, and I will start going for 10 days straight starting today because I have some big announcements to say later on in the week at Friday, and I have some very uh, special information to share. But today the theme is conserving energy. So I've been mentioning some themes before, and today the theme is about conserving energy. Conserving energy means that how much energy can you take for your daily activities, and how do you conserve the energy so that you're the most productive from the beginning of the day till the end of the day, and you can conserve and be very active, productive, lucid, not so tired. So I've been waking up at 3:45 every single day, actually every other day, and the other odd days I wake up around 5 or 4:30 or so because no alarm. And I've been going to swim for a mile or two, and then I come back and then I coach, I work, and I do all the things that I have to do for the day. And I stay strong, and I do classes, and I do listen to my coaches, and I work, and I prepare things that I have to prepare, and I feed myself, and I clean, and I do all the things that I have to do, all the errands until 9 or 10, almost 11 p.m. And I still have, at the end, it just winds down a little bit, and then I'm done. Next, for the next day, I wake up rested, and it's good. So how do I do this? Can you conserve energy for being productive, active, and very much with lots of energy and enthusiasm from the beginning to the end of the day? Well, one of them, it has to do with why you're doing things. The why is what drives people. Why are you doing the things that you're doing, and why are you working in your life the way you're doing? There should be a very strong why. If your strong why is to support your family, to feed them, and to prepare and to have your life for your children, for example, that's a very strong why, and it's a very valid one, and will drive you to do anything, that whatever it takes, to conserve the energy to the day, to the moment you go to bed. But it's very important to know when we're actually squeezing the last bit and then affecting our body, and when we're just doing the things regularly and then feeding and doing the things and using the energy, and then replenishing the energy and using the energy, replenishing the energy. So I don't believe in ways to work where you work and you don't have a single piece of nutrition during the time that you're working your mind and you're very intense working. I don't believe in that. I believe in short break, even if you're doing a long seminar, even if it's a 1 day seminar, right, that you're doing online without looking around. You need a break to go to the bathroom. You need a break to drink water. You need a break to have some calories and some sort of nutrition, even if it's in a liquid form, during the time that you're working. So make sure that you have some nutrition during the time that you're working so that you can conserve the energy and continue feeding. Basically, it's not like you are emptying a glass of milk from the top and giving it. Okay? You don't have your glass filled up and then you give away the content of the glass. No, it's actually you fill the glass, and then when it overflows, that goes to the other ones. And then you fill the glass, and what overflows is what you give. You cannot do the other way, because otherwise you're going to have end up with an empty glass. You're going to have to stop completely what you're doing, and then stop, fill the glass, and then start again, taking it out. So all that is an extra, this is a visual comparison so that I'm telling you so that you can imagine the effort of doing this action as opposed to just always filling, and it just overflows naturally. So it's less energy consumption. So in terms of the body, how does that work? How does that work in terms of the mind? How does that work in terms of the physical activity? So for example, when I go to swim, before I go to swim, I take just a little bit of nutrition. This morning I had a little cherry tomato before I went for my swim, just to have something. So I'm not like starving and have to stop and eat, so I just have a little bit, just enough to go out, come back, so I'm not in an empty stomach, and so that I am not starving all the time. So then, otherwise, I finish, and then I take a break. I have a little bit of nutrition, and then continue. And then I come home. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat. I do my things, and then I have a little bit of nutrition, but I stop. I know that regardless, lunch needs to happen, and lunch has to happen in the middle of the day after you've been 4 or 5 hours. You need to have some nutrition. So because if you're doing a lot of things like working out, taking care of errands, doing things, lifting things, moving your body in a physical way, or even intensely concentrating on something, right? Then you need some nutrition after a while, and you can't wait 8 hours after you finish work to do that, because it's going to make you stop. You're going to be all the energy is going to be depleted, and then you're going to have to start all over again, fill up the energy, and then start. So but if you keep on conserving the energy, doing this way, then you will conserve the energy. You're always going to be up, 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 up. Ask anybody, I'm always up. So this is how I do it. And another way to conserve energy is to not waste mental, emotional, and physical energy for things that are not conducive, that are extremely draining. So, for example, if you have some negative people that you have to deal with every single day, well, that's going to be more draining than if you don't have to deal with them, right? Now, let's say you have to deal with them. Well, try to deal with them in a very objective way so that you're not all your emotions and all your body and physical body puts all this emotion. See it as something external, like, okay, objectively, I have to deal with this. I'm going to say this, this, and that, and not let it affect you, because all that drains your energy. And then you will not conserve your energy that you need for your productive day, your productive tasks, and also loving tasks to your relationships, your friends, and family. So that's another way to conserve the energy. Another way to conserve energy, now this is talking about the emotional, to conserve energy mentally, is about decision fatigue. When you start your day, if you start your day doing a lot of small decisions, right, like checking your email and doing all that stuff, by the time you get into the afternoon and you have all these more emails and more things to do, you're going to have decision fatigue. Your brain is actually making a decision with every action, with everything you read. If I read this, do I process? Where do I put it? Do I put it here? Do I put it there? I have this book. Do I look at what I have to write? Oh, did I look at this page? Every single thing is a decision that your brain is making. At the end of the day, you have decision fatigue, and now you cannot even decide what to do. So another thing that you can do to conserve the energy is to minimize the decision fatigue. How do you minimize decision fatigue? Well, one way is to check the messages later on in the morning. Try to absorb all the things that you can in the morning. If you're going to study, if you're going to do something difficult, put all your energy there. And then it's about energy management, right? And then later, when you're kind of low, maybe before going to have some food, just check your email. That requires very little mental power. And that way you will be conserving energy. So I hope this is so helpful for you. Please leave a message, leave a comment if you're liking this, share with others. Remember that I will give a special gift. Special is a special gift to the people that share the most and engage the most and share and like this at the end of the 10 days. So I've been putting this is my Songversation, and I have been very, 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 very blessed to have amazing coaches that have helped me and mentors that have helped me learn about conserving energy. And initially, for example, when I was in high school, I would study in the morning at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. before getting picked up by the transportation to take me to school. And I would try to absorb all the stuff. And then in school, I always had snacks, for example, if I did not feel hungry. And whenever I trained or I did some workout, I always rested after I trained. It's important to have rest. If you don't rest well, you won't be able to conserve energy. That's another thing. Sleep is very, very, very important. So making sure that you have whatever balanced sleep is needed for you. Some people need 6, some people need 7, some people need 8. But you will know naturally. If you do one test during the weekend, let's say you have a normal week. Plan it on a normal week and test a weekend and see what time do you wake up normally. If you go to bed at 10 or 11, observe what time do you naturally wake up if you don't use an alarm. If you naturally wake up at 6, well, that's your normal time. So just see how naturally, of course, not after like a really overly fatigued day before, okay? Just a regular day. Let's say you have an average week, and then test it for a weekend and see what time you wake up. And you will know naturally, your body knows exactly how much sleep it needs. And you will know, and then you will wake up. Even if if you wake up at 4 or 5, like, oh, it's too late, it's too early, like it's dark. Just follow. Try waking up and reading and staying in bed and maybe just reading something or meditating or just go for a walk, go for water and see how you feel and continue the day, and you'll see. You don't have to take a break. Believe me, if you wake up naturally, your body lasts, and it's natural. Okay? So believe me, I've done it for years, and it really works. And I'm not the only one that has this practice. So you don't force it. It's not with alarm. You don't force it. You just go to bed, between 10 and 11, and you will naturally wake up before 6. And otherwise, maybe you need a little longer, and that's fine too. Maybe you need to catch up. If you're really needing to sleep, that means that you have to catch up. So maybe just rest. So that's another way to conserve energy, by having a good rest after a big effort. So I am definitely of the mentality of work hard, play hard, but my kind of play is very healthy and not like destroying my body either, right? Like my kind of play is just like sing all day or do swimming or walking or doing some craft. That's my kind of play hard. So it's not destroying my body with alcohol or going out until 3, 4 a.m., right? Now we can't really do that anyway. So, but try to play hard, meaning enjoy as much as you can after you're done with your day, and enjoys your family, your friends after you finished your work day. Make sure that you give all your life, all the things that you want. If you want some break after work, take it. And if you're an entrepreneur and you're working all the time, also make sure that you take care of your body. And schedule relationship time, family time, friends time, if you don't have family, and time for yourself, for self-reflection. A life without reflection, it's a life not worth living, some say, and I agree with that. You have to really reflect, evaluate, so that you can grow. Life is a spiral like this, and this spiral will lead you to wisdom, abundance, and wealth, and everything that you want, to be able to do anything you want, whenever you want, wherever you want, however you want. And that's only possible if you actually have the resources, the time, the circumstances around you, and you are the master of your life. You can do it on your own. You can do it yourself. So this is my conversation. I haven't sang yet any song, but let's see if I can pick a song to sing. So I have been, oh my God, like Stevie Mackey. It's an amazing coach, vocal coach, and I've been studying with him this 30-day vocal training, and it's been fantastic. And I've been doing a lot of mimicking of other artists to study and learning some of the chops and the different phrases and ways of singing, and it's been really amazing and what I've learned. So, oops. Uh, so let's see if I can pick the song for you today. And so, for example, there is for example, this song, Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and it seems to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hang around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to climb a mountain and to reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arms about you. The charm about you will carry me through heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and it seems to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing, out together dancing, out together dancing cheek to cheek. I hope that you get to heaven by conserving energy and reaching your life potential and become your best self. So until tomorrow, I'll see you. And if you want to have some information about me, you can see my meetups are there on meetup.com, Live Your Dreams Boston, and Paris Live Your Dreams. On the Meetup platform, you can go to my Songversation to hear my podcast where I sing and coach as well. And you can get all my albums are in all the digital platforms for you to download and listen. And you can also go to automateyoursuccesscoaching.com where you can get a free consultation with me, and you can get all kinds of information about my programs, my coaching, and to optimize and automate your life and business. And of course, you have the books that are also on Amazon. My flowers book, where I did I love photography and nature photography, so I did these flower photography, and I have this book, hardcover, and also in digital and Kindle. It's out in Amazon. You can look for Neni's Flowers, Carolina Chacin, and you will look for my name. You'll see my music and my books, and I also have a healthy fast food for cooking book. It's mix of vegetarian and non-vegetarian, but very little non-vegetarian. No beef though, no pork. So very healthy during this time. So you can get my cookbook also on Amazon, hardcover, or the digital Kindle version. And of course, I have an Etsy shop with all kinds of little goodies and Paris little things, graphics that you can get there. Make sure that you check that out as well. It's all in my website, automateyoursuccesscoaching.com, if you want to look it up. And follow me. Neni Chacin, at Neni Chacin everywhere: Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Library, LBRY.TV, So you can find me everywhere. So here I am. Send me a message, send me a comment, see what you like. You can have a request for a song if you want, and I'll learn it for you. So thank you so much for listening, and à demain.